Longings, Intrigue, Ponderings, Strangely Sucked In. Welcome to Harris McSheffery Music. Today I'm going to be analyzing the song Fish Eye by the Juice Girls. Right off the bat, the song lyrics start off with an eerie similarity to a classic Canadian poem by Margaret Atwood. The poem has the lines, "A fish hook, an open eye. You fit into me like a fish hook into an open eye. A fish hook, an open eye." Keep this in mind, for it will come up later. How's the song go? Well, the first three lines of the song are like this. Fish eye, ceilings, you want to kiss, you want to kiss, you're so warped, and so am I. Notice the third line, you're so warped, and so am I. This is foreshadowing a plot twist. Keep on watching to hear it. Anyway, the next section is what I call the intrigue. And it changes to different chords, while still keeping the feel of the song coherent with the rest of the song. Anyway, we switch to chords G and A, C, 6. And on that, we sing the intrigue lyrics. I'm hiding in the seaweed, your feet are caught in the sand, water glistening. Against your white limbs I want to grab, in between the darkness of this silky slime, you're all mine. So you might have noticed there's a mention of hiding in the seaweed, feet are caught in the sand, water glistening against your white limbs I want to grab. Now there's a false rhyme between sand and grab, which we'll expound more on later. Anyway, the music picks up a bit to underscore the tempo if you listen to the original recording. And then when it gets to the you're all mine. So what we get is a C6, and then we have a B flat 6, and then the A6-9. We got A, C sharp, E, root 3rd, 5th respectively. We got the 6th, F sharp, and then you might wonder, where's the B? Well, you may have noticed I played the A6 chord, and then I sing the B. That's because I cannot play the full A6-9 chord on a 4-string ukulele, so I let the melody hold the 9th chord. You're all mine, do root 3rd, 5th, 6th, 9th, mine. Anyway, ta-da! I've got a harmonica solo. One chill harmonica solo later, the intrigue continues with a pondering. An underworld of skin to scale, an underworld of lung to gill, Atlantis dreams I have for you, within the black you'll find the blue. Anyway, we get some ponderings, such as the Atlantis Dreams. We got the underworld of skin to scale and underworld of lung to gill. Notice the use of underworld twice. Then the mention of Atlantis Dreams. Ooh, pretty intriguing. And pondering, what would that be like? Anyway, finally we do get a rhyme. A true rhyme. Atlantis Dreams I have for you. Within the black you'll find the blue. You, blue, there's a rhyme. However, as soon as we've gotten the rhyme, we already head on a trajectory toward B flat minor. Now you might wonder, how do we get there? Well, and then we have the bass line that goes. You may have noticed one of those notes didn't quite sound right on that E chord in context. Well, that's because the bass line doesn't quite sound right, but it's not meant to sound right because we're going to the strangely sucked in portion of the song. Anyway, E major with an E flat in the bass. Now, if you remember, the song started in C major, but it went to B flat minor at the end. Well, in Neo-Riemannian theory, we call this 12-tone calls this motion the exo-chord relation, because it's the furthest away you can be in Neo-Riemannian theory from the C major chord. How do we know? Well, we start from C major, then we change the E to an E flat, we get C minor. That's a parallel minor transformation. And then we go to change the C minor, change the C to a B flat, that's your relative major transformation. And then we change the E flat major chord to G minor by changing the E flat down to whatever the leading tone would be, G minor. And then we change the G minor by relative transformation, we go to B flat major. And then the B flat major, parallel minor to B flat minor. Now that's how it's derived in Neo-Riemannian theory. Basically, it's a way of relating triads to each other without having to go to a tonal center all the time. So conceptualizing triads without being necessarily tied to tonal harmony, or common practice harmony as it's often called. Anyway, summary is C, C minor, B flat major, G minor, B flat major, B flat minor. So basically, it took 5 moves to get from C major to B flat minor. So 12-tone, the YouTuber called it the exo-chord. Anyway, little Easter egg for you. Now, you wonder why I called it the strangely sucked in section? Well, here's why. Up nor down you cannot go. The whirlpool winds have got you now. Up nor down you cannot go. The whirlpool winds have got you now. If you break free, soon you'll see the whirlpool winds have come back to me. If you break free, soon you'll see the whirlpool winds come back to me. And then that repeats. Now you're really trapped, as the song says. So this was all foreshadowed by the line, "You're so warped." Now, the singer wants to grab against some white limbs, and then, now the person's really trapped. Or at least that's how what I get out of the song. Now, all of this was told without needing to rhyme every last line. You get sand and grab, that's a false rhyme. Then slime, mine. Kind of a false rhyme because you have an N sound instead of an M. Close enough for a lot of poetry today. Then we have skin scale alliteration. And we do get a true rhyme called "you blue," but by that point we've gone so far down the path to being trapped in the song. Anyway, you might wonder,
what's the deal with not rhyming things?
Well, remember that Margaret Atwood poem I mentioned that has the fish hook and the open eye imagery? It's only 4 lines. It's a classic of Margaret Atwood's, and a rather unsettling classic at that.
But what, you need rhymes?
Well, what do you think this is? Elizabethan or Shakespearean sonnets where you have to rhyme in a regular scheme, or even try to get rhymes everywhere you can?
Every last thing rhyming with something in the poem?
Well, guess what? This is modern poetry! We don't need no doggone end-stop rhymes at every little point along the way. All we need is images to tell a story, a cup of meaning to drink from, and someone to drink from the cup. Or the chalice, or whatever high-flown image you want to throw in there. Anyway, Margaret Atwood inspired me to analyze this Juice Girl song for International Women's Day. Well, you might wonder, why did I mention International Women's Day? Well, International Women's Day is celebrated this year on Tuesday, March the 8th. So International Women's Week is the week where International Women's Day is celebrated. And March is the month where International Women's Week and International Women's Day are celebrated. And this one video showcasing a Juice Girl song and analyzing the song shows that I actually consider the music of women to be every bit as worthy of analysis as the music written by more well-known male counterparts. So, this video may be a small step to breaking the bias. Because I don't know many people who even know the Juice Girls to begin with, to be honest. But still, I actually consider the Juice Girls worthy of musical analysis here. I did this video to analyze a Juice Girls song and hopefully lift this song up. Because music written by women is still marginalized compared to music written by men. Because after all, the music industry is still male-dominated, much like mainstream society in general. So I figured it would be quite refreshing to showcase some work by women. And this Juice Girls song is an example of that. And I also mentioned Margaret Atwood. She's a very classic Canadian poet, known for such works as The Handmaid's Tale. The story is quite dark and unsettling, but very appropriate for the times that it was written, and even beyond. I suggest checking it out. If you're really interested, check it out and see what you make of it. Anyway, the reason I analyzed this song instead of just performing the song straight through was because recording songs takes a lot of time, and not just to do one take through that's really well, it also takes time to record other instruments to multi-track with. And then the videos have to be put together, so it takes a while. I wanted to do this analysis because I figured it would be a timely gesture and it would be within a manageable time frame for making my videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I wish you all peace of mind and good health. And while I've got your attention, I would appreciate it if you check out the Juice Girls songs. After all, the Juice Girls, I'll put a link in the description below. Link in the description below! And also put a link to the Margaret Atwood poem, so that you can ponder that at your own pace. Anyway, thank you. Bye.